daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everybody is having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. Please let me know if y'all can hear me or not. Let me know if y'all can hear me or not. Listen, I'm sorry I'm late. I was trying to find some pictures. For the live. So I was able to find pictures of everybody or of almost every scene in the episode, except for the scenes with Shamea. And hopefully that means that she's not coming back next season, right? Since nobody is promoting her scenes, that means that hopefully she's not coming back next season. And also, baby, we did not have any scenes with Kelly this episode. Hey, yes, okay. So, I thought that this episode was a filler episode, okay? But we're gonna talk about the whole episode. I was probably, honestly and truthfully, I was gonna come down here and give y'all a pre-record, but I say, I'm not gonna do them like that on a Monday. We're gonna start it off, we're gonna do it right. And I know that y'all probably don't see this stuff the way that I see it. I don't know. Some of y'all do, some of y'all be trying to jump on me in the comments, okay? But we're gonna talk about it, okay? But we are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 3, and the name of the episode is called Ruptures, and Redemption, okay? If I get through with the review in time, I'm gonna drop the link, whatever, and we can come up one by one, and you could, talk about one by one, real quickly though, like 40 seconds, because we can't be up here all day. If I get through before an hour and 15, I'll drop the link or whatever, and then we can talk about it, okay? But before we get started, let's see who all up in here, and then we're gonna talk. I already got a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Minnie Golden Doodle Magazine say, my wife Rosie be up in here ripping shirts like Hulk Hogan for you when I purposely say something out of pocket about Andrew Gabor. But what you talking about me for? What you talking about me for? I fight back. No, I'm just saying. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. He said, but Rosie sews that shirt back up and gets quiet when you come for Garcelle. I love it. Oh my God. She like Garcelle? People like Garcelle? My God. Garcelle is a loser. Garcelle is a loser. Okay, let me see who all up in here. Chelsea B was good. K Michelle so far for your information, liking, I love it, and no Kaylee this episode. Right. The Inform was good. One Madison. Holly was good. Chelsea B was good. April Morgan was good. Adama J. Mism God was good. Rob J was good. True Blue, Linda Marshall, Chelsea B was good. Tanisi J, Ray all day, YDKL 0819 was good. Miss Lovely T, Dina was good. Caribbean Gal was good. Rosie Posey was good. I watch these shows now with you in mind before my husband, Minnie Bex, is coming on here telling about me. Thank you so much, Rosie Posey, for being here. Lorena Juju was good. Cotton Candy was good. Veronica Johnson was good. Mary was good. Recap Serena was good. I'm glad I found the channel. You were on the panel with Jamie, and that's how I found you. I'm in the Patreon too because I love the authentic takes you have. Oh, thank you so much. Recap Serena. Do you have a channel? Go Ye Coco was good. Mimi Kitty was good. True Blue, D Nice, Caribbean Gal was good. Miss Bella was good. Candy was good, Candy. True Blue was good. Shamina Dumbelina. Richie B was good. Kate was doing too much. Yeah, she was doing, I do feel that way too. We're going to talk. Because I know the people are going to be mad. I don't know. The thing is, it's cool to hate on the bad beat. It's cool to hate on the bad beat. Y'all do it over here with Porsha. Y'all do it with Porsha and y'all do it with Dorit. And I also watched What Happens Live last night. Angela was on there. I guess it was a pre-record with Angela and Alicia. And they asked, Andy was playing the game, and Andy asked the girls if they had to take fashion advice from any housewife, who would they take it from? If they had to take fashion inspiration from any housewife, who would it be? Angela said Marlo, And Alicia said, Dorit. Alicia said, Dorit. So give it up. Give it up. Y'all, y'all want to take it away. She's still that girl. She's just, she low on her funds. She down on her luck right now. You know what I'm saying? Garcelle was down on her luck. She rasped her paddle and didn't pay it. Now she got 2 homes. Right? So, I mean, we got to give it up. Cameron, what's good? Thank you for the super chat. Caribbean Gal was good. Showing up late because of Marcus, huh? No, I really was trying to find some pictures of Shamea real quick, and I had looked up and I didn't know how Richard B said, who is Alicia? Alicia is one of the new housewives from the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I haven't watched Rhode Island yet. I haven't even watched what was the name of it? I haven't even watched, what was it? The Rue with Rue. What's the girl named Rue? Euphoria. I haven't even watched Euphoria yet. Okay. But again, y'all, we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 3. And the name of the episode is called Ruptures, and Redemption. Okay. So the episode started off with K. Michelle in a hospital bed. Let me see. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know I got pictures. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. The episode started off with K. Michelle in a hospital bed, looking directly into the camera. Okay. Now remember, K. Michelle is in a hospital. Remember, she was at the Academy for Country Music. She was supposed to be performing. Okay. And, her booty busted. I don't know how else to say it. Okay. She's in a hospital. She had an infection. They ended up giving her a 2-hour surgery and they removed the infected tissue. Okay. Now she said the issue isn't with her botched BBL. She said it was with the illegal silicone that she had injected inside of her. She said that she would have to deal with this for the rest of her life and she will never get that silicone out of her body. Okay. She will never get that silicone out of her body. Look at how K. Michelle looking into the camera. Oh, girl. Baby, K. Michelle is a trip, baby. K. Michelle is a trip, baby, but K. Michelle is really still in the show, baby. We got to talk about it because she is still in the show, okay? Now, listen, and I know y'all going to get mad, but can we have real talk? Can we have real talk? This is ghetto.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest about it.
This is ghetto. And I get that K. Michelle is really going through this, right? But I want y'all to just look at it, okay? K. Michelle is joining this show from the notorious Love and Hip Hop, right? And her first season, she was supposed to be performing at the Academy of Country Music Honors. And while she was waiting, she was backstage and her botched BBL busted and started leaking on the couch. Like, come on, y'all. This is ghetto. It's ghetto. And this is the reason why I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop, because I just couldn't stand it. I can't stand it. Y'all, it's ghetto. Come on, y'all. Let's be real. Put a 1 in the chat. It's ghetto. It's ghetto. I just think that it would have been better suited if she had waited a year or 2 before she shared this or made this her storyline. But right out the gate, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It just sounds so ghetto. It just sounds so unbecoming. And I get that it's her truth, but the whole time I'm just sitting at home. I'm just sitting at home like,
oh my God, is this who we are? Is this what we represent?
Is this who we are? Is this who we represent? However, I do know that this will resonate with fans because it's something that is so personal. And this is what we asked for. So I'm kind of torn. This is what we asked for. We want we want you to be authentic, right? And we want you to show your real life so it's real. But girl, it's ghetto, okay? So she said that Cynthia and Phaedra reached out to her and sent her some kind words. She said that Porsha had been trying to come and see her, and she said that Shamea did come and see her, okay? She didn't say nothing about Drew. She didn't say nothing about Angela. She didn't say nothing about Kelly, okay? Dr. Caston is there in the hospital. I don't think can we be honest? Dr. Caston he don't authenticity. Players mess up. Authenticity. I was trying to say authenticity, but I be a little nervous. Give me about 10 minutes, and I'm gonna be in rap form, okay? Dr. Caston is really not a good looking man. I'm sorry, he's not a good looking man. His face is all puffy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He got titties and stuff. We need to go get him a real housewife, a real husband, a Potomac bra. But I just don't think that he is a good-looking man. But in his defense, he tried, okay? She asked him, did she still look good or did she still look beautiful? And he didn't even look up from what he was doing and said, yeah, you still look beautiful. You still look beautiful, okay? Now, K. Michelle has her whole glam squad in the hospital room with her, and they getting her together so she could still work. So we see K. Michelle going in the elevator. They put her in the walker, and she was leaving the hospital room. I'm thinking that she's going to the courtyard to take pictures and stuff, but she didn't go to the courtyard. She didn't go to the courtyard. We're going to get that in a minute, okay? Then we got Drew, okay? Then we got Drew, okay? Drew is at Angela's house. Drew got a little sloppy boy. Drew is a sloppy girl. Beautiful girl, beautiful face. You know what I'm saying? But she's a sloppy girl, okay? Amari lets her in. Amari really is a pretty girl. She just be looking so mad all the time, and she got a bad attitude. And you know, I like Angela, but Amari gives me. When I look at Amari, I see Angela but younger, but without any work. Right? Do y'all see it? Put a 2 in the chat if you see what I see. When I look at Amari, I see a younger, untouched Angela. She looked like she's a pretty girl, but she looked like Angela. She just looked untouched. She don't look like that. She, you know what I'm saying? Like she had no work done. You know, but Amari is pretty. Yeah, Amari is so pretty. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. They twins. Yeah, they look alike. Always scholars, like she always looking mad. Okay. Now, I told y'all before the other day, this is Drew's 5th season on the show. And since she has been on the show, she has purported herself to be this songstress, right? We've seen her perform at the City Winery with Candace over there around the Chitlin Circuit, right? We've seen her perform at the reunion. She made an album last year, but now all of a sudden, since the addition of K. Michelle on the show, right? All of a sudden, Drew is really an actress. Drew, all of a sudden, is really an actress, and that's how she makes her real money.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay. And Drew is talking about working, how she leaves ATL and she catches a red eye and she's on set all day. And it's no shade, but where are these TV shows and movies that Drew are booking? Where are they? The way that Drew is talking, you would think that she was on a soap opera or a popular TV show. You would think she was on Abbott Elementary or something. Now, remember we had a soap opera, what was Eileen on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, right? Remember Eileen with her $12K per month? Yes, her $12K per month. Her $12K per month got to be coming from the Real Housewives of Atlanta because she doesn't really give anything on the. I wouldn't be surprised if Kay was making. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew was only getting paid $150,000 because she's. I'm not trying to be funny. She doesn't really give storyline. She's a beautiful liar, like Beyonce say. Beautiful face, but she's a liar. I don't believe nothing that comes out of her mouth. Okay, but on Tubi, well, Tubi films. I'm not leaving my kids for a Tubi movie. I'm not leaving my kids for a Tubi movie. Y'all really hate Drew? I don't hate Drew. I like Drew. But we got to be honest. Sham Wright, tell me the movies that Drew are in. Tell me the movies and TV shows that Drew are booking. And be sure don't tell me what has been. Tell me what's now. Tell me what she in that's now. Them movies be in Drew head. Where is she catching the red eye? Where is she going? Okay? Now, she expressed that she has mommy guilt when she leaves the kids, and that explains why the kids got excessive absences when they are in her care, right? It explains why they got excessive absences because when she's in town, she probably just wants to spend time with the kids and she not let them go to school. You know what I'm saying? Mama ain't been here. Mama been fake working. She really been with Ty. You know what I'm saying? Mommy's out here fake working. So we're not going to let the kids go to school for the day. And I get it. But baby, those days add up. Those days add up. The kids only go to school for 9.5 months of the year. You get what I'm saying? So those days adds up, baby. You got to send them to school. Send them to school, okay? Next, we get Porsha. Okay, hold on. I got some pictures. Give me, hold on, wait a minute. Let me cook. Okay? Yeah, okay. So we got Porsha. She meets with Cynthia and Phaedra. And Cynthia, baby, I want you to put on some clothes when you come up in these scenes. I feel like every time we see Cynthia outside of Kelly's event, Cynthia got on some house shoes. You know what I'm saying? She dragging her feet. She got on these long skirts. You get what I'm saying? That's all below the knee. You know what I'm saying? I want Cynthia to dress up. We know that you carry a plum this season. You ain't got no peach. You got like a plum or something like that or whatever, baby. We need you to dress up, okay? So they're getting manicures and pedicures. Now, remember when I said that K. Michelle was dressed up and she was leaving the hospital? This fool done popped up at the nail salon to film. She done popped up at the nail salon to film and Dr. Caston done dropped her off. Okay? Now, he said, you know you need to take your ass home. And she said, no, I do what I want to do. But if K. Michelle was my wife and her ass, her botched ass would be at home. Her botched ass would do it at home. You doing what you want to do got you in this mess. You doing what you want to do got you in this mess. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, if you was going to do what you wanted to do, then there was no need for Dr. Castaigne to leave his dental practice in Nashville to be here by your side if you just going to be running the streets and doing what the fuck you wanted to do. Right? Right? There was no need for you to call him and have him to rush by your side if you about to go and try to film for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You want to be in the streets and shit. And are you still out here sitting on the ass? The ass done popped and you out here sitting on the ass? No shade. No shade, K. Michelle, but I'm not even being funny, K. Michelle. If the ass popped, I don't think I would be going nowhere sitting down. What if the ass would have popped in the nail salon? What if the ass popped in the nail salon? No, baby. You need to go sit down in the hospital and stuff. I need to see you face down. You get what I'm saying? For a minute. And so girl, I just think that you need to be at home. And I'm not even trying to be funny, mama. I'm not, okay? K. Michelle said that she is battling those insecurities that she had before the surgery, and she also gained a different type of love for herself. Okay. Now, I will say it is so strange for me to see a light-skinned K. Michelle. Now, I'm not saying that she was just this dark-skinned woman. You get what I'm saying? But you know, when K. Michelle came into their nail salon, baby, K. Michelle was giving light bright. She was giving light bright. Look at her. She looked bleached up. Look at it in the picture. That ain't no K. Michelle that we know. That ain't no K. Michelle that we know. Gigi said they closed the ass, boy. Gigi, they closed the ass when they got through with it the first time. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said K is fake. K laughed when P asked if it was a miscarriage, and K said she thought it too. Cynthia also asked if K water broke. She mad with Porsha 5 days later acting gangster in confessional. Jerry, I thank you for the super chat, but my nigga, but let me get there. Let me get there, my nigga. Gigi say stop with the bleaching allegations. I'm not alleging anything, baby. I didn't say that she bleached. I said it's hard for me to see a light-skinned K. Michelle now. That's what I said. Don't put words in my mouth, Gigi. If you're gonna say what I said, say exactly what the fuck I said. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what it gets you fucked up. That's what it gets you fucked up. If you're gonna repeat what I said, say exactly what I said. Say exactly what I said, or say exactly what I say. Don't put no words in my mouth. I didn't say the girl was bleaching. That's how shit gets started. You'll go over there and tell the girl, good boy said that she was bleaching, and she coming over here trying to talk about me, and I ain't say nothing about her. I didn't say she was bleaching. I said it's hard for me to see a light skin. That's what I said. You get what I'm saying? That's how messy it started. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, the women wanted an update of what happened to K. Michelle, and so Porsha asked, did she want to talk about it or not? Right? And that's the problem. See, a lot of the girls like Porsha, even though they're on this reality show, they still reserve the right to share only what they choose, right? And more times than not, it's usually to present themselves in the best light and to be seen a certain type of way, right? And this is precisely why K. Michelle is stealing the show, right? Because she is being her true, authentic self. Now, how am I going to tell this story? This is why I don't like the girl. This is why I like the girls that talk in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the girls like Jerry. I say, wait 5 whole days and get gangster on Twitter. You get what I'm saying? Say what you got to say in the moment so it'll be easier for us to review the show and talk about, you know what I'm saying? Now you making my job harder because you punk putters. You punk putters. Okay? Now, K. Michelle explained being backstage at the Country Music Honors, and she sat down on the couch, and when she got up, she said the whole bottom of her dress was wet, right? Now, Porsha asked, was it a miscarriage? K. Michelle said, I was thinking the same thing. And Porsha asked, what color was it? She said it was fluid, it was clear. And Cynthia said, so it was like your water broke. And K. Michelle said it was a wound that was open from one of her surgeries. And then Porsha shares that she had a suture that came out from her breast, but it wasn't bleeding. Okay. Now, K. Michelle is offended. Okay. She said that she doesn't know if Porsha is serious, if she's throwing shade, or if she just dumb. She said Porsha knows exactly what happened to her. She said they had conversations about it. So why is she blurting stuff out? She said, if I lost a baby, do you think that this is the place to question me about a miscarriage? There is no malfunction with my hot pocket. The malfunction was in her ass, the same as the malfunction that was in Porsha's titties. Okay? Now, in Porsha's defense, she asked K. Michelle before she started to share, did she want to talk about it? Right? And yes, you told me that your ass was leaking and that you was having problems, but that doesn't mean every time you get rushed to the hospital, I think it's because of your botched BBL. Right? Yeah, you told me your ass was leaking and your ass was botched, right? But I don't think that every time you go to the hospital is because of your botched BBL. Because let's just say K. Michelle told the same story. Let's just say that K. Michelle said the same story and it wasn't because of her butt and she was experiencing a miscarriage. If Porsha asked, was it about her butt? If Porsha asked if it was about her botched butt job, K. Michelle would have been offended and thought the same thing, right? Is she serious? Is she throwing shade or is she just dumb? Right? Are you serious, Porsha? Like she would have thought the same thing. You would have thought that you was being slighted anyway, K. Michelle. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, I think that K. Michelle should have stayed in the hospital. I think that she left prematurely. I think that she's embarrassed about what happened to her. And I don't think that she's ready to talk about it. And it's understandable. But you can't take that out on other people. You can't take that out on other people. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said Porsha gonna knock the rest of that fluid out of K. Well, no, she can't do that, baby. They said that she's gonna be dealing with that forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Yeah, that's what they said. She's gonna be dealing with that forever, baby. Okay. StreamYard is messing up. Okay. Give me a second. I'm here though. Okay. What was I saying? Let me see. Copy. Okay, so K. Michelle is inquiring about Kelly's event. Okay. The girl said that the event was a success, but Porsha did not go. Okay. Now Porsha shares that. Give me one moment. Can y'all hear me? No, not you. Okay. They ended up, K. Michelle ended up inquiring about, can y'all hear me? Let me know. Okay. Thank you, Caribbean gal. Okay. So Porsha ended up inquiring, K. Michelle ended up inquiring about Kelly's event. And the girl shared that the event was a success, but Porsha did not go. Okay. Now Porsha shares that after their lunch, Kelly went around calling Porsha a whore. And she got off a whack read at her event when Porsha ended up calling to congratulate her. Okay. Now Cynthia ended up asking K. Michelle, well, Kay, since she was there, did you feel like there was any truth to Kelly sleeping with a married man by the way that she reacted?
What?
What is the proper way to react to somebody saying that you were sleeping with a married man? What is the proper way to react? Because I'm telling you, if Porsha would have said in my face and lied on me and told me that I was sleeping with a married man, we would have tore the little teapot down. We would have tore it down. We would have been fighting. You get what I'm saying? And that would have made me look guilty in people's eyes, right? So there is no way that you can react to that. You get what I'm saying? But see, K. Michelle is not new to this. She's true to this, right? She said, I don't know what's going on with that woman's hot pocket. And to you, K. Michelle, salute to you. Salute to you for not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Because you better believe if you would have said that she looked guilty or you would have said anything, they would have ran back on some bullshit like K. Michelle said that it was true and K. Michelle said that it looked guilty, and they gonna mix your words up like Gigi just tried to do me and say that I said that you was bleaching. You get what I'm saying? They would have mixed my words up like Gigi, mess ass. That's how they do you. You get what I'm saying? And you should have told, I would have told Cynthia, girl, wait till the reunion. Wait till the reunion. You will see it before the reunion and you can make up your mind when you see it yourself. I don't know the bitch. I don't know the bitch. I just met the bitch. Okay? So it is what it is. Okay? Then we get Shamea. Listen, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't like Shamea, but there was no pictures of Shamea online. There was no pictures of Shamea online. Okay? But we got to talk about Shamea, child. We got to talk about Shamea. Okay? So Shamea and Gerald. I'm always on your ass, baby. All right, Mama Joyce. Okay? Okay, so then we get Shamea. Shamea and Gerald are walking Shayla to school for the first day of school. Okay? And Shamea, you know I don't like you, but I want to give a salute to you. You learned from last year. You learned from last year. When your child was sick, you was down there in Grenada popping pussies and popping shots and doing all the other shit, okay? But this year, your child was in school. And you know I don't really care for Shamea, but she learned from her lesson last year. You know what I'm saying? On the first day of school, I don't care if you don't drop the kids off for the rest of the year. When you on the first day of school, you there. You there. We don't really even see Gerald on camera at all. But Shayla is going to school for her first day. She there. They not in Jamaica taking shots. They not in Jamaica twisting on the beach. They there for their kids. They there for their kids. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? You there on the first day of school. Okay? But can we talk about Shamea? I feel like Shamea about to fuck up her marriage trying to be on this show, right? It's clear that Gerald is nervous in front of the camera and she's trying to talk to him about starting a run company or partnering with this run company, okay? She said that Gerald wants her to have something of her own, something successful, but that's not what I saw. That's not what I saw. In fact, when she started to talk about doing the run company, all he said was, all right, you're going to be busy. That's all he said was, all right, you're going to be busy. Right, that's lover. Miss Stevie and his wife, right, stop hating on Dr. Mimi. I wish I would hate on Dr. Mimi. I hate on Dr. Mimi for what? Okay? I do think that Gerald probably wants Shamea to have something successful, but that's only because Shamea has expressed that she wanted something successful for herself, right? If you ask him what he wants for Shamea, he probably wants what she wants for herself, right? But I don't think that he's telling her, you need to go out there and make yourself success. I don't think that he's telling her that, right? I think that he's okay with her just staying home and enjoying the fruits of his labor, right? She said that Gerald almost shut down the rum company, and they showed a clip of a video call that that the two of them had with the partners, and I feel like that Gerald was asking valid questions. He obviously knows business. He's successful in his field. And I think that Shamea just didn't like the questions because she just want to do something and she just want to do anything. So it appears to her that he was trying to shut the business down, but he was asking valid questions, right? And then Shamea said, it could be successful as his HVAC company. And I said, boom, there it is. There it is. Shamea is one of them people, when she's around, she wants what you have, right? She was around Porsha. Porsha joined Real Housewives of Atlanta. Here comes Shamea wanting to come on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Porsha ended up coming out with some type of peach juice. Here she is, want to come with a rum company, right? Gerald got a successful business. Here comes Shamea wanting a successful business. And not only do she want a successful business, she want a business that brings in just as much as his business. She wants a business that's, doing just as much as his business. And this is what I'm saying. See, some of y'all be slow to catch up. I've been telling y'all, I've been seeing Shamea ever since she got her peach. Ever since she got her peach, I've been seeing her. She wants to impress her man. Good boy. He already impressed. He already impressed Gigi. She told us when she met him, she went to his house and she took a shit and he was in love. She told us that. Put a 4 in the chat. She told last season she told us he was a shit chaser. Put a 4 in the chat. She said that she went to his house, took a shit, and he said, "Marry me, marry me." That's what she said. Thank you. Thank you for the 4. Thank you for the 4. I put a 4 in the chat because y'all gonna think I'm lying. She told us last year he was a shit chaser. He was already impressed when she took her first shit. 4. Look at the 4s. She said it. He was already impressed, baby. For the life of me, I do not understand why women who have men with money who don't want them to work can't just sit back and relax. What is so hard about? I do understand why. Because they don't want to be talked down to by other women, right? We see it with Heavenly and Toya, right? Ain't nobody gonna tell Heavenly to go sit down. You ain't got to do nothing. But we see Toya, baby, you ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing, right? We seen it with Giselle and Monique. And then we seen it with Giselle and Angel, right? Giselle had Monique all of a sudden trying to do not for lazy moms because she said that she wouldn't be on the show without Chris. Now all of a sudden Monique want to become a career woman, right? And she played Monique out of her position because if Giselle got with a man who had millions of dollars tomorrow and he wanted her to stay at home, Giselle would be staying at home. She probably would still do all housewives, but she's not doing anything now, right? She's not doing anything now. Giselle didn't do anything when she was with Jamal. She wasn't working. She was at home. She was at home. Okay? I also think that Shamea probably listened to Candy and said, you need to try to peddle something to the people. And so she's thinking that she could come over here and do some rum. She's thinking that she wanted to come over there and do some rum. Who the hell would what? Shamea wants her and Gerald to be a power couple. Child. I think money comes in rules and stipulations. Gerald look like he don't play. Gabor, come on. What you mean he look like he don't play and a nigga on camera? He don't want to be on camera. Make it make sense. Come on now, Caribbean gal. Let's be real. What you mean the nigga don't play and he on camera and he don't want to be on camera? The nigga playing like a motherfucker. If he didn't play, when he said I don't want to be on camera and you ain't gonna do the show, he wouldn't be on a motherfucking show. I know a motherfucker that don't play when I see one. This nigga is a play pretty, is what my grandma used to call him. He's a play pretty. A nigga who didn't want to be on camera wouldn't be on camera. Yes, he is playing like, well, come on, y'all, let's talk. That's not every situation. That's like, I understand what y'all saying, but that ain't every situation. If the nigga didn't play when he told Shamea I wanted another baby, Shamea would be over here pregnant with another baby. He wants Shamea at home. That's what he wants, and he over here playing. Let's be real now. Come on now. I done seen some shit before. Let's talk. Okay. Hold on. Damn, I'm running out of water. Fuck. How you run out of water, nigga? Shout out to Dina, y'all. Dina told me that Crystal Light was bad for you. I haven't drunk no Crystal Light in over a week. Look at God. Okay. Then we get Pinky. Okay. Pinky met with her attorney. Her attorney was nice looking. Okay. Pinky said that she's thinking about filing bankruptcy and she tell her lawyer why she wants to file for bankruptcy, okay? She said, before she started talking, she asked and she shut the door, and I'm the same way, baby. I'm not talking around no open doors. You know what I'm saying? Shut all of the doors. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers walking by all in your conversation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So Pinky said that she is one of the most prominent female Black entrepreneurs in the country. So to wake up one day and say, I'm going to file bankruptcy is not easy, okay? She said people are going to automatically think that you're broke because you file in bankruptcy. Pinky.
Fuck them bitches.
Fuck them bitches. Fuck them bitches. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. I think Pinky fears that filing for bankruptcy will cause her to fall from grace because this business has become her identity, right? And so she fears filing bankruptcy because she will have a fall from grace, okay? Then she ended up telling us how she got in this position. She said that she was a personal guarantor for her business. She said that her former CFO took money from the company and she was forced to file an ABC. She said once she bought her company back, everybody started suing her for showing fights and something with a liquor license. Now, I don't know a lot about getting a liquor license or what she got going on, but she said that she had a liquor license, but she couldn't use it because her investors already had one, and now they coming after her. What? That don't make sense to me, Pinky. You said that you had a liquor license. You couldn't use it because your investor already had one. Now they coming after you. That don't make sense, mama. That don't make sense, mama. Okay? Now the attorney asked her where was Derek and did he know that she was there? She said no, she doesn't want to interfere with what he got going on. Okay? Baby, let me tell you why Derek ain't there. Derek isn't there because she knows. Derek isn't there because she led with being a boss. Derek isn't there because she led with being a boss and she doesn't want to come off as incompetent in his eyes. She doesn't want to make herself seem incompetent. She led with, I'm a boss, I'm a this and I'm that. And that's how she got the nigga. And now if she, I ain't a boss no more, what he gonna think of me? The nigga might want to get a divorce now. You get what I'm saying? And go with the next $100 million bitch. Right? So that's why she don't want to tell. Okay? She said the only way that she can get through this is to start over. Her attorney spoke life into her. He did. He spoke life into her. He said, you will get through this. You will come back. You will be bigger and better. And
you know what you got to do. You know.
You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do, right? I actually felt bad for Pinky because I feel like she's putting a lot of pressure on herself. And she almost had me tearing up. I think that Pinky started Slutty Vegan and it got bigger and bigger. And before you knew it, she was in over her head. And that's okay. There will be bumps along the way, but you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You messed up. You didn't come from a person or people who, had $100 million businesses and you messed up. But you was able to bounce back and you need to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Okay? Then we get K. Michelle. Okay? K. Michelle met with Cynthia and Pinky. Pinky had back-to-back scenes, baby. Oh, Kelly. And she around here talking about somebody want to be her. Don't nobody want to be you.
Little hobbit.
Nobody want to be you, you little hobbit. Okay? Right. You learn the hard way. Okay? Now I knew that Pinky and K. Michelle were both Delta, so I didn't know that Pinky went to Clark Atlanta. Okay. But it's so funny. Okay. K. Michelle is literally taking over the show, baby. She's taking over the show. Okay. Cynthia said that she was at home sitting there like Bailey sitting on her porch, and then she seen the tweet from K. Michelle. And baby, Bravo gave us a whole segment for K. Michelle. It was called Toxic Tweets from K. Michelle. A whole segment. They had a voiceover, like a man in the background, almost like it was a game show, and they changed the background, okay? And it's so funny because it's being celebrated. It's being celebrated. Her toxic tweets are being celebrated, baby. But when Candace did it, it was a problem. And she was a nuisance online.
The line is always moving.
The line is always moving. The line is moving. Kiki say, I'm sorry, I'm not going up for shenanigans. I don't know how I feel. But my whole thing, when it's Candace, when we get a whole, you get what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? When it's Candace, you're a nuisance online. You are a terror online. She was fine for her behavior online if Candace said if what she said was correct, right? But now we got whole segments for K. Michelle. Okay? K. Michelle wrote on Twitter. She said, I am my own person. I would sit there and smile, but I'm not about that bullshit. Okay? Then she wrote, activated. She wrote, bimbos are the loudest and most confident. Shut your face. But nobody knows who she's talking about. So they asked her who she's talking about. She said that she was talking about Porsha. Okay? She said that she told Porsha what happened and what was going on with her. And this dingbat busted out and said, you had a miscarriage. And then she said, who says that to a woman? Now, K. Michelle said in that moment, she realized that she was being Kelly. She said, I realized I was being Kelly. The big titty lady.
Oh my God.
That's what she called it. The big titty lady. the big titty lady. So nasty and so rude. The big titty lady. And she said she didn't even understand that she got Kelly until she got home.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
I don't share nothing.
Yeah, it's given what I read. What Jocelyn say? See, I don't got time for the bitches who, when I say something in a moment, you got to go home and play it in front of your friends, and you got to go and say it over again in your head and play it in front of your friends or whatever. Bitches, you didn't check shit in the moment. You didn't check shit in the moment. Okay? But I'm being real. I think that Kay is reaching. I'm sorry. I just got to tell y'all how I think. I just got to tell you how I think. I think that Kay is reaching. Okay? Kay, Porsha asked you, did you want to talk about it before you even started to share? So everything being in the hospital was on the table. Everything that we was talking about at the hospital was on the table. Okay? That the only pushback I will give Porsha is that when a person is sharing a story and it's something touchy, you're supposed to let them share uninterrupted. It's not a guessing game, so you shouldn't have been, just blurting stuff out trying to guess like it was a game. But Kay is definitely reaching. And another thing to Kay Michelle, if being in the nail salon on a reality TV show is not the right time to talk about a miscarriage, it's definitely not the right time to talk about your ass popping out of your back and leaking all over people's couches and shit. Let's talk. Let's talk. If we can't talk about a miscarriage at the nail salon, we definitely ain't talking about your ass leaking, popping open and leaking on people's couches and shit. Like, where is the place to talk about that? Where's the place to talk about that? Like, girl, like, come on. I know that y'all don't like Porsha, but let's be real. Thank you for the super chat thing for him. He said, y'all think Pinky know Giovanna? That be from CAU. She probably do. But they said that Pinky was Miss Clark Atlanta. That's what they said. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said none of these girls can say it to Porsha's face. It's given that. In the ER, right, no, baby, that's disgusting behavior. Right, KS2 Symphony. Got the dressing rooms wet, smelling like sewage. Right, like, what's up? What's up? Okay? I'm just being honest with you. If my ass busted open, that's some shit I would have took to my grave. I would have never told nobody that story. I wouldn't have told nobody but God. I wouldn't even tell my mama. I probably would have only told my doctor, only the doctors that was in there working on me. I would have told the assistant, you can go home, baby. Go on and go home. Okay? Pinky and Cynthia encourages Kay Michelle to talk to Porsha about it, and Cynthia says that she's confident that Porsha will give her an apology. Okay? But I'm just being honest with you, baby. If I'm Porsha, it wouldn't be no motherfucking apology. It wouldn't be no apologies for me. And I just got to be honest with you, girl, because you didn't have to go. It wouldn't be no apology. It wouldn't.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
It wouldn't be because you didn't have to go on Twitter and say what you said. You didn't have to go on Twitter and say what you said. You took it to another level. You get what I'm saying? If you had something to say to me, you should have said it in the time when you had the floor. You had the floor. You should have said it in the moment. It wouldn't be no apologies for me. It wouldn't be no apologies for me. You get what I'm saying? Especially if I didn't do anything with malice. I wasn't trying to be malicious. You get what I'm saying? And what Kay went through is embarrassing. So she's going to always think that somebody is slighting her. But she slighted herself by getting the butt in the first place. And that's why she's always thinking that somebody is slighting her. Those are your own insecurities. You said it when you walked into the nail salon. You are battling your insecurities. You can't project that shit on other people. You can't project that shit on other people, mama. That's you. You did that to yourself. You can't project that on other people, okay? So then Kay asks, what's up with Phaedra? All she does is giggle.
Attending a birthday party.
Let's go. Let's go, right? Now, Phaedra is good TV, and she has her moments. But if Phaedra is going to be on the show, she is going to have to give and share. I don't really like the friend of roles because I'm not going to be sharing what's going on in my life and you just sitting around laughing and giving me your inputs and opinions and not really sharing on what's going on with you. You get what I'm saying? This lady is sitting around telling this girl, my booty busted open. You get what I'm saying? And she just ain't doing nothing but just sitting here looking and laughing and looking with the beat. You get what I'm saying? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't like no friend of role. Phaedra, what I got from Kay Michelle is Phaedra ain't clocked in. Phaedra ain't sharing nothing. I'm over here working. These girls ain't over here working. I told y'all my ass bust open. Phaedra ain't doing nothing. Shit. We didn't even see if she was a real hair doctor or not. That could be one. She'd be one in law school. Okay. Then Pinky says that she's been too busy eating dead people. Okay. And Pinky said that Phaedra is going around telling everybody that she eats meat.
Like it got really.
Phaedra's going around telling people that Pinky eat meat. And she said, I don't like that because, you know, I'm on the board of PETA and you playing with my money. You play with your own money. But I'm not going to throw no more bankruptcy. Well, I am. I'm just saying you play with your own money. But okay. And then they showed a flashback of Shamea telling Angela and Pinky that Phaedra said that she eat meat. Okay. And so K. Michelle said that you can't trust a lawyer that don't practice the law. And Pinky said, I don't trust no lawyer who eat dead people. Now, Pinky, what is that? What's that? Now, K. Michelle is right with the lawyer who don't practice the law coming, but this eating dead people shit that we talking about, baby, we not doing that. This whole dead, baby, we not doing that.
We're not gonna do that. We're definitely not gonna do that.
We're definitely not gonna do that. So we on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, a black franchise, right? We got the big titty ladies sleeping with married men. Right? We got BBLs popping and leaking on couches and shit. Then we got a lawyer with a funeral home that's eating dead people. And we on the 3rd episode. We got a big titty lady sleeping with married men. We got BBLs popping on couches and shit and leaking. And we got a lawyer with a funeral home that's eating the dead people. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
This is like not cool for me. It's not exciting. It's not tea. It's not drama. It's too much.
It's too much. It's too much. And Pinky, girl, you on the show sitting up here talking about another black woman that's eating dead people, girl.
Are you a black woman gonna do this in front of a camera? You are not. You are not.
You sitting up here saying that another black woman is eating dead people? I don't like it, girl. I don't like it. Now, I don't know. I'm going to give you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I want you to maybe say, you know, when I say dead people, I mean animals, or I don't know what you're going to say. But this ain't going to be a good look for you, miss. I stand for black women and I stand for black. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too much. Okay? Cynthia tells the girls that, you know, she wants to be their safe space. She said that she's not a hater. She's not a mean girl. She loves women. And I do see that for Cynthia. I do think that Cynthia, you know, earlier you was being a little messy. You was being a little messy with K. Michelle asking her, did she think by the way that Kelly reacted if she really slept with a married man? I see you. But, you know, I do think that, you know, you do want to be a safe space for the girls, okay? And did y'all have your phones down? Did y'all have your phones down? Okay? And did y'all see when Pinky was praying for the food? Did y'all see when Pinky was praying in front of the food? When Pinky was praying for the food, baby, she had a plate in front of her and it looked like some meat. Baby, it looked like I saw a plate with some meat with some gravy on it. It was drenched in gravy. Did y'all see it? Put a 7 in the chat if you saw her plate. I need to see, did y'all see her plate? Did y'all put y'all phones down? It looked like, I look like meat with gravy on her plate. I saw it, baby. It looked like meat with gravy on her plate. I don't see no 7s in the chat. Because y'all going to be telling me that I'm lying. Did y'all look at the girl plate? You saw it, Rob J in the City? Have you reviewed Ayanna Fix? I haven't even saw it. It was impossible. Girl, they don't got no impossible meat. They goddamn quick. Girl, you saw gravy. Girl, I saw a chicken fried steak. I saw 2 pieces of chicken fried steak with brown gravy on top of it. Tofu with gravy. There wasn't no tofu. Tofu don't look like that. You know, baby, it take all day to make. Let me show y'all. Didn't see it? Okay, because y'all thought I was lying. Here you go. I got the picture for you. I went and got the picture for you. Baby, tofu, Mary Jane, baby, there ain't no goddamn tofu. You don't know if it was tofu unless you was there to taste it. That wasn't no goddamn tofu. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. That was green jackfruit. Girl, with brown gravy? With brown gravy? I just want the girls to know. I just want the girls to know, whatever y'all got going, just remember the cameras are always on, girl. Before you order some chicken fried steak, or you know what I'm saying? I'm just, because when you listen, I'm just saying. It's probably the impossible meat. Crystal Brown, when you baby, listen, when you order a vegan something and they making it from scratch, baby, if you order a vegan something from a restaurant and they making it from scratch, it's gonna take all goddamn day, all day. Okay, those are fake burgers. Boy, where the goddamn bun, Angela Kane? Y'all always trying to go against me. Y'all always do me that. Okay. Next we got Drew. Drew is on a date with Black. He comes in the restaurant with his shirt open. I think I heard an accent, a New Orleans accent on him. Okay. I really don't want to talk about this because I think it's fake. I really don't want to talk about this because I think it's fake. Okay. He came in with flowers for her. He got gifts for the kids. Okay. She said that he's the only person that she's been hanging out with and getting to know.
Sheree, do you hear this lie?
Sheree, do you hear this lie? He's the only person. We know that's not true because you was over there with Drew. You was over there with Ty. We know that ain't true because you was over there with Ty. You are a beautiful liar. We know that ain't true because you was over there with Ty. Girl, you was so comfortable with Ty, you was over there falling asleep with her. Girl, this is a rookie mistake. You don't fall asleep around nobody when you on the late night tip. When you on the late night tip, you are a married woman. When you on the late night tip, you don't close your eyes around no motherfucker. Let me tell you something. There was a girl in my neighborhood messing with a nigga, right? Messing with a nigga. The nigga cheated on her. Baby, she told me that a girl sent her a picture of her nigga in bed with her, and he was asleep, and she had her pussy in the camera. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. The girl sent her a picture of her nigga, and the girl was naked, and her pussy was in the camera. You don't know what a motherfucker will do when you sleep. I'm trying to teach y'all something. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't fall asleep. First of all, you ought not be doing no late night tipping, but you definitely don't fall asleep on no late night tip.
Message.
You don't fall asleep on no late night tip. They'll have you in all kind of pictures. You don't know what they got over you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Then the man was over there telling Drew that she ain't girlfriend material. She give wife and all of this stuff that she told this man to say to this camera. Child, get this girl about. Girl, go on, girl. Go on now. You know what I'm saying? Girl.
Go now. So you're not gonna go now.
Go now. Shit. You ain't girlfriend material. You wifey material. Girl. She wasn't even married to JoJo daddy. Girl, child, I can't take it. I can't take it, girl. Now who we got next? We got Angela. Oh, Angie. Okay. Angie said that last year, hold on, let me get my shit together. Okay. Angie said that last year she lost over $2 million. Okay. Last year she lost over $2 million. Where we at? Of her own money in real estate last year. Okay. But she feels like she learned so much. And so she did not want to stop investing in real estate. Oh, baby. No, baby. You lost. You lost. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like gambling. When you just lost so much money, you just can't see yourself just walking away from it. You get what I'm saying? That's what happened when you gamble. You never know when you stop winning. You never know when you know what I'm saying? You never know. So you just keep on gambling, thinking, no, baby. Come at it another day. But when you lost $2 million, baby, just stop it. Okay? And so she invested money into another house so she can flip it, okay? So she took Amari on a tour of the house, okay? Baby, she bought Amari with her baby. Amari was being negative and pointing out everything that was wrong in the house. Baby, Amari was pointing out, Amari was calling out everything that was so bad. And did y'all see Angela look back at Amari? And she looked back at Amari like, bitch, will you shut the fuck up? Like, don't do me like this in front of these cameras. Don't show me up in front of these cameras. You get what I'm saying? It was almost, I thought that I was seeing, what's the little girl, Cynthia daughter talking to her. I don't know why these kids like to show up their mamas and stuff on camera. I'm cutting her off. She's cut off, okay? Angela said that this was an emotional purchase. She lost her mom last year, and she lost $2 million worth of properties last year. And don't forget that Amari ran off and got married without telling her last year. So she said it was a whole bunch of losses that she took last year. She just needed something to lick her wounds a little bit, a small win, and it will close the chapter of losses that she had for her last year. And she said with the death of her mother, she's slowly finding out that there's no closure. And I can't imagine that. Okay? Now, Angie, I got to tell you this, baby. And it's tough love. It's tough love. Because Amari called you out. Okay? When we showing homes on these Bravo cameras, we want the spider webs knocked down. We want the spider webs knocked down. You are showing homes on Bravo. They got $1 million listing and all this other type of shit that come across these Bravo cameras and stuff like that. When you showing a house that you want to sell on these cameras, you know what I'm saying? We want the spider webs knocked down. We want the grass cut. We want the grass gotta be cut, right? We want tires out the backyard. We want the house to look like it's ready to move in. Matter of fact, we need stage furniture in the house. When you selling a house on this show, or you trying to flip a house on this show, people need to think all they need to do is bring their motherfucking suitcases. Y'all don't need nothing but your suitcases, right? And of course, Charles is not going to take your business seriously if you're not going to take your business seriously. There's no way that we should have seen spider webs on the house and shit all in every fucking corner. You get what I'm saying? We got tires in the backyard, the grass and stuff like cut. Like, come on, baby. Come on, mama. Come on, baby. We gotta step it up, baby. This is Bravo, baby. This is not VH1. This ain't VH1, baby. Okay. No, good boy. You gotta show the house before now, but she hasn't renovated the house yet. Baby, she said that they was closing on Monday. She said the house was closing on Monday. Okay. Next we get Messy Mia. Okay, it was no pictures of Messy Mia. This is the best I could do. Okay, Messy Mia is meeting with her sisters and her attorneys, and they're video calling her partners from the rum company. Okay, she said that she has an idea for the rum that she wants to mold her ass for the rum, and she wants the rum to be called Rum Bum, and it's going to have a peach flavor. I'm so tired of this girl. I got a question, Shamea. And she stood up and showed her ass. She stood up and showed her ass. Let me know if y'all can hear me because my screen just went all the way blank. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know what's going on, baby. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let a nigga know if you can hear me. Thank you. Okay. I got a question. Does it really matter if the mold is of her ass? Because the truth be told, that ain't really her ass. So does it really matter if the mold is of her ass? I'm asking the question. They could just put any ass on it. I mean, it ain't really your ass in the first, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really your ass. You wouldn't have got that ass. You get what I'm saying? So they could really put any ass on there because the ass that you trying to show us, baby, you didn't grow it. It ain't yours. So, you know, it ain't. Okay. So then Shamea just found out there are no peaches in Grenada. And to import peaches back and forth to Grenada, because remember, she wants the rum to be peach flavored. That ain't natural, Kitty Can. No, baby. That ain't natural. That's not real. That's not her, baby. She went and had surgery, baby, and she's sitting. She really is sitting, baby. You know, I give props for the props is due, baby. She's sick and she looks good, okay? Now, she wants the rum to be peach flavored. There are no peaches in Grenada, and she wants to import peaches back and forth to Grenada, but her lawyer, Maximilian, that's a nice looking man too, Maximilian said it would be really expensive. So it's clear that Shamea doesn't know what she's doing, and it proves that Gerald was asking the right questions. Gerald was asking the right questions, okay? And then Shamea said that she's passionate about this. Since when, girl? Since when did you have passion for rum? Since when? Since when? Girl, get this girl off my screen. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hopefully this is her last season. Okay? Then we get Pinky. Pinky is on date night with her prize. Okay? She's on date night with Derek. Okay? She came in looking cute, like in cocktail attire. This nigga came in with some leather shorts, probably pleather shorts and some tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? Can't take the nigga nowhere. One of my homegirls told me that she took she was messing with this hood nigga, and she had took him to a play with one of her sorority sisters and her boyfriend, her sorority sister boyfriend. And she said they was all dressed up and stuff. She said that nigga came in there with a white tee on to a play, and he had just felt out of place. I said, girl, you didn't tell him that? She said, well, I didn't know. I ain't never been to a play before. I said, girl. Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. She said, good boy, I ain't watched anything outside of Beverly Hills and Potomac. RHOA is not doing it for me. But I appreciate you and thank you for all the laughs and free, all the laughs, truths, and free game you're having sent. Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. I appreciate it. But I will say this season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta has been really good. Now, this episode was it was a filler episode, it felt like to me, but I think that this season has been really good. Give it a shot. It's only 3 episodes in. Okay. Yeah, so he came in with some shorts on, some leather pleather shorts on, and some tennis shoes. Okay. She said that they was married for a year and they were about to call it quits. And they went to the courthouse, and then he told her, you better not get out this car. She said they laughed, they kissed, and they went back home.
Oh. Okay.
I'm pretty sure Todd was getting ready to divorce Candy too. Want to give divorce Candy too, baby, but it hadn't been 10 or 11 years. All of this stuff, to me personally, I'm not saying I'm not giving it up like that about every intricate detail of that. To me, the shit that happened before the marriage, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking more. We're only talking about what's going on while we here. We're gonna talk about what's going on while we here. Okay. Where am I at? Okay. She said people think that they got together quick. She said they got married after 3 years, and she was pregnant all of the first 3 years that they was married. Okay. I personally think that every relationship is different, right? I am a person who believes in love at first sight. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like that Pinky was a lick. I just feel like when that don't mean that I'm not gonna. I don't. I just think that every relationship is different. But when I see Pinky and Derek, I just see lick. I see a sucker and a licker, and I think that she got licked. Okay. She started talking about the lawsuits, and then he asked her, "How do I take some of this off you financially and spiritually?" Now, can I ask a question? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen. He asked her, "How can I take some of this off of you financially and spiritually?" Do y'all think that he meant that? Did he give y'all that he really meant that? Did it come off to y'all that he really meant that? It didn't come off to me like he really meant that, but he did ask her. He did ask her that. She said that what she was going through was not his problem, but it actually is his problem because y'all are married without a prenup. Y'all are married without. He was playing for the cameras. Okay, we see each other. Yes and no, because when she said that ain't, you know what I'm saying? What she going through ain't his problem. He would have been like, "No, we in this together. What's up? What's up?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course y'all going to say that because he got off too easy. Be a man. Why the fuck is he asking? No, because why would you say spiritually? Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. I thought it sounded sincere. Thank you for the super chat, Big L. She said, I see Pinky and I see Bulldagger. I wish she had never cut her dreads. Big L88, thank you for the super chat. But just because we see a short bald cut, I think that her cut, I think that Pinky hair, I think that y'all say that because she got short hair, but the haircut looks feminine. Niggas don't walk around with their haircut like that. Her haircut looks feminine. So I don't get it. Rosie Post, see, we see each other. No, Pinky husband wants to appear supportive. It was performative. She looks softer with hair. Not on her. Okay. You see that? I think y'all see that because she got short hair. But okay. It's because her eyes are too close together. It ages her. You see Lunel. Oh, no, I don't see no Lunel now. And I love Auntie. Pinky loves the smoky eye. I don't like her look. She needs softer makeup. I don't think that she is a bad looking woman. I don't think that she's a bad looking woman. I wish she hadn't cut her. See, I don't know her with the locks. This is my first time ever seeing a girl. This is my first time. Be the kid, please. Okay. Yeah. I don't care. I like Pinky. She's a cutie. Yeah, I like Pinky. I thought that I wasn't gonna like her, but so far I think that she nasty because when she told Charles, I'll never forget that. When she told Charles, that's my name. I said, oh wow. But I'm finding her to be, yeah, she looks like Tashina. I see that. She looks like Tashina Arnold and Chrisette Michelle mixed. Yeah, I see that. Okay. I will say this, Pinky. She said that she will eventually tell him, but not right now. Pinky, I think the quicker you tell the man, the better. Right? I remember when Bernie Mac was on Oprah and he said that he had a family member tell him that he was about to get put out, that he was 8 months late on his rent. And he told him, nigga, you should have told me day one. You get what I'm saying? Most people will be able to help you right then. But I think that it's unfair for a wife to just throw something in her nigga lap, you know what I'm saying? 8 or 9 months later. And you've been doing this shit for a minute. You know that you want to file for bankruptcy, girl. You know what I'm saying? And you want to wait until the last minute and expect me to help. Girl, let me know what's going on so I can help you and we could be in this together. You get what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on so we could be in this together. I'm trying to help you. What you going through is what I'm going through. You get what I'm saying? But another thing too, though, my thing is, Derek, it seemed like that you already knew about the lawsuit, so you should have been like, well, baby, we're going to do this. I'll pay half. You get what I'm saying? You ought to come up with a plan. You get what I'm saying? You already know. You get what I'm saying? You already know. You just don't know about the bankruptcy, but you know she's going through the lawsuits. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Well, if the judgment is in their favor, I'll help you come up with half of everything. You get what I'm saying? You can put something in motion if you know what we're working with, okay? Then the last scene, oh, shit. We got K. Michelle and Porsha, okay? Last thing, we got K. Michelle and Porsha. Did y'all see the way that Porsha was walking in there? Did y'all see the way Porsha was walking in there? Baby, Porsha was walking in there like Sophia. You remember how Sophia was walking? Y'all remember how Sophia was walking on The Color Purple? When, after she went and said, you told Harpo to beat me? Y'all remember how Oprah was marching with them big old arms and the arms was moving real. That's how Porsha was walking in there. Walking into the restaurant when she got out the car because K. Michelle was there already. And K. Michelle said, I'm here to meet a mean lady. And as Porsha was walking in, Porsha was walking. When she got out the car, Porsha was walking like this. Porsha wants to sink and real like noted then. She started to talk shit. Right. Old stank walk, the bed. What y'all talking about? Arms swinging. Right. The arms are swinging real high. I was like, Porsha, girl, what is wrong with you? Walking like that. Okay. So Porsha said that she texted K. Michelle to see how she was, and K. Michelle didn't respond. Okay? And K. Michelle said that she was mad at her, but she didn't say it like... K. Michelle said that she was mad at her, but she said it with a smile. You get what I'm saying? She said it with a smile. I don't like no shit like that. You get what I'm saying? You were so bad subtweeting and shit. You get what I'm saying? But now you smiling mad. Don't do me that. Don't do me that. You get what I'm saying? You was around here subtweeting. But when you say you mad at me now, I was mad at you. No, girl, don't do me that. Don't do me that. That's punk puss. Thank you for the super chat, Big L88. Sister Sisters, my God. Confessional gangsters, right. I don't like that. It's giving Angel, Lolo, Michelle, don't do that now. Not too much on the high booty. I'm not talking about the booties, Kenny Cam. I'm talking about the arm swinging. But yeah, I don't like that. Don't do me that. Because I was mad at you. Because I don't know how Buck to get. Well, I know how Buck to get, but I'm just saying. Good boy, don't tolerate playing in his face. Yeah, don't play in my face. Don't play in my face. Okay? And so it's the same old story over and over again. Porsha said that her and Kate talked about the surgery, but she didn't know that it was her butt. Okay? And K. Michelle says, even if it was a miscarriage, who talks about that? Porsha said, I had several and I talked about them. Okay? Porsha said that she wasn't even expecting K. Michelle to come to the nail shop. And K. Michelle said that she came because she thought it was a safe space. And Porsha clarified it was a safe space. And K. Michelle said she felt uncomfortable. Porsha said the last thing that she thought that was going to come out of K. Michelle's mouth was that her botched booty was leaking. That was the last thing that she thought to come out of her mouth. And again, and I'm no woman, and I know y'all don't like Porsha, but I think that it's reasonable to think that a person would rather share that they had a miscarriage than they BBL ruptured and leaked backstage on the couch at an award show. Right? You were at an award show, your BBL ruptured, it started leaking on the couch, you went and had surgery, left the hospital, and came to the nail shop with the same botched booty. Leaking. And then you don't even got on pink. Black, you got on pink. You got on pink. Like, right, Loria, it's like y'all just looking for a reason to be mad at Porsha. And it's clear that Porsha and K. Michelle probably did talk about the complications of their surgeries. And it was done off camera, right? Porsha did not expect that woman to talk about that on camera. That is embarrassing. Baby, I would have never talked about that. I would have never talked about that on camera. I would have never talked. Nobody's thinking that she's going to say that it's ghetto. It's trashy. It's trashy. Now when K. Michelle come around, people checking their seats and shit. You get what I'm saying? K. Michelle come around, they giving us special seats. Come on, man. I agree, good boy, miscarriage over infected booty. Right. Right. Who, girl? No, K. Michelle. Like, come on, y'all. We got to be real. And I know y'all don't like Porsha, but let's be real now. Sorry, I have it's been supported. K. Michelle will have to sit in the plastic chair. Come on. They checking their seats. They checking their seats. Come on, man. Then you left the hospital after you had the last thing, let's be real. You left the hospital, they worked on your ass, and you came to the nail salon? You came to the nail salon to sit? Girl, no. Okay? So Porsha apologizes. She said it wasn't her intentions, and it wasn't a dig. She would never come at anybody, about having a miscarriage, okay? K. Michelle, in the confessional, says that she doesn't care. When you take something as sensitive as a miscarriage, when you know that I'm trying to have a baby, and see, that's another thing too, it gives credence to why Porsha thought that you were in the hospital because of a miscarriage, because you're actively trying to get pregnant. I know that you want to have a baby and you're actively trying to get pregnant. And so, Kate, you're just projecting. It gives credence to, you're proving more why she thought that she was having a miscarriage when you said that she was in the hospital. Because the last thing I'm thinking that your botched ass is going to be bringing your botched ass in here trying to leak on these people's nail salon. Right? And so, K. Michelle says, look, you don't have to worry about me acting out or feeling a certain type of way about something. I'm going to talk to you about it, and I'm going to stand on it. And in the South, we say bitch, but I say bimbo. And so Porsha said, you was talking about me when you wrote the bimbo thing? And she said, yes, I was so bothered. She's trying to overtalk that ass whooping. Yeah, I was so bothered. I was so bothered. But see, the energy is different. You so apologetic now. You get what I'm saying? And you in a confessional saying that you don't care that she apologized. You in a confessional saying you don't care that she apologized. But your energy is different at the table. And most importantly, you didn't ask Porsha, was she stupid when you said in her face? You didn't ask Porsha, was she stupid when you said in your face? See, your energy is totally different. Your energy is totally different. You're glowing and shit. Your energy is totally different. You trying to come for the queen. You trying to come for Porsha. Your energy is totally different. You didn't ask the girl, was she stupid to her face? Girl, please. Y'all got to know when people playing in your face, y'all. Y'all gotta know when people playing in your face. You gotta know when people playing in your face. And that's the one thing I'm gonna teach y'all when y'all leave me.
Playing in my mother face. I hate that.
I hate that shit. Quit playing in my face. Okay? Porsha says that maybe there was a misrepresentation of who she was when she sat down with Kelly. And so K. Michelle says, I can't get into y'all business, but I'm a reform crash out. And Porsha said, me too. And then K. Michelle continues, she said, I have to sit, think, and say what it is. That's punk puss. That's punk puss, because I think if somebody coming for me in a moment, we're going to check it in a moment. We're going to check it in a moment, right? And Porsha says that she commends Kay because that's how it should, she a little slow. Porsha a little slow. She can't catch on. You know what I'm saying? She said that she commends Kay because that's how, you build a sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? You talk, you don't go talk to this girl, and you don't go talk to that girl. Now, I will give Kay Michelle this. She said, well, I did go and talk to some other girls about it. She fessed up to that. But Porsha, she also went to Twitter. She was talking about you when she went to Twitter, okay? And so K. Michelle then said, the last thing that she said was that she think that Porsha saying that she asked about the miscarriage was coming from a place from concern. It's absolute bullshit. And she decided to give her every benefit of doubt that she can find in every corner. So she still don't believe you. She still don't believe you. What's good, Laura B? We're gonna check it right there. Even if I think even if I think you being slick, I'm gonna check it right there. Even if I'm wrong, you're not about to play with me. So either way, I'm good. Right. Right. So they ended up hugging or whatever. Because I think that Porsha was really sincere. I don't think that Porsha meant any wrong. Again, I know that y'all don't like Porsha, but K. Michelle is reaching to me and she's projecting. And that's just how I see it. Okay? She told Porsha she already was talking about her. But see, she ain't say all of that, all that is you dumb shit. She wasn't saying that dingbat, that bimbo shit. You get what I'm saying? All of that stuff that she was, all of that stuff that she's saying in the confessional and how hard she's standing on it. How hard she's standing on it. She ain't standing. If she's standing on it, she got feather feet because she ain't really standing on it. You got me fucked up. The fake fin strips, shaking my head. Why would Porsha be shaded for no reason? K. Michelle is reaching. I'm sorry. She reaching, okay? I can call out Porsha when she wrong. It's so funny because before the last 2 seasons of the show, I didn't really, Porsha was okay, but I just wasn't like no huge Porsha fan or anything like that. But like now, the girls on the show, it's like if you defend Porsha, you just like Porsha, and you know what I'm saying. But I'm just calling this shit straight how I see it. K. Michelle is insecure. She said it before she even walked into the salon, and I think that she is insecure about what she went through. What she went through was very embarrassing. I could sympathize with her, but that doesn't mean that you get to project what you feeling on other people. So on one thing, it's about the miscarriage. On another thing is, well, I'm trying to have a baby. Which one is it? Is it? And ain't nothing wrong with my hot pocket, but you was trying to get a surrogate to have your baby. I'm not saying it's a girl. Let me not go there. I don't want to talk about a woman having a baby or whatever, because I don't want to, speak out of turn or whatever. But let me but y'all, that was the episode. What we at? An hour and 18 minutes. Absolutely insecure. Every 5 minutes she asking, does she look pretty? Right. She asking, does she look pretty, as lover? She asking, does she look pretty? And she doing shit like this. And this is how she looking into the camera. Okay. Okay, Kay. Okay, Kay. Do I look pretty? Okay. All right. But y'all, that was the episode, okay? I thought that it was a filler episode. I tried to do the best I could to make the episode interesting, okay? I'm so happy. that Kelly wasn't in this episode. It would have been perfect if Shamina was gone too. Okay. I'm probably going to do a pre-record for the Real House of Rhode Island. And so, because I'm definitely not going live with it. I don't know. I just can't, if I'm being real with you, I just can't see myself going live for a Real Housewives of Rhode Island review. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I got to watch the episode and see the episode. If I go live for the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, it got to be a 10. Looking more and more like Tamar. I don't know who this is. This ain't no K. Michelle, baby. I remember when K. Michelle first started getting light skinned, one of my cousins sent me a picture of K. Michelle. I was like, who is this? She said, that's K. Michelle. I said, you a goddamn lie. I had to go to that woman's Instagram to make sure that that's who I was looking at, and it was. I forgot about Kelly. Kelly, we don't know her. Right, we don't know her. Wait a minute. What is her name? The big booty lady. I mean, wait, the big titty lady. That's what K. Michelle said. Now, if that woman say the leaky booty lady, she'll be wrong. She'll be wrong, Miss Crash Out. She'll be wrong, Miss Crash Out. And let me ask a question before we go. Let me ask a question before I go real quick, okay? Is it? Can we? Is the leaky booty on the table? Can we talk about the leaky booty? Can we talk about the leaky booty? If we Kelly, the big titty lady, but I'm wrong if I talk about the busted ass, right? Is the leaky booty? Can we talk about the leaky booty, the botch booty, the botch BBL? I just want to know. She on the show talking about everything on the table. You know, everything on the table with me, regardless, Cameron. I'm just saying with y'all. Because I go reach for kids. No, I'm playing. I don't reach for them. But if they there, if I see some, I got to talk about it. What just got, if I see it, I'm going to have to use it. If you sensitively, yes, we can. Okay, that's what I know. My people. Where did the leaks come from? Wounds? It was infected. It was infected. They had to take the tissue out. Okay. Leaky booty lady, villain, and victim. Leaky booty lady, villain, and victim. Y'all call them cheeks to the front. All right. But y'all, thank y'all. And then she was talking about Porsha. Okay, but Porsha she had her own titties. Okay. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Like the video, share the video, hype me up. All right. See y'all later. Adios.
Call daddy, tell him 25. Call daddy, tell him 25.